so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me. I love him so. I love him so. I love him so. He's so good to me. He's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming back. He's so good to me. What do you do when you've done all you can? It seems like it's never enough. And what do you say when your friends turn away and you're all alone, all alone? Tell me, how do you handle the guilt of your past? Tell me, how do you deal with the shame? And how can you smile when your heart is broken and filled with pain, filled with pain? Tell me, what do you give when you've given your all? Seems like you can't make it through. Well, you just stand. You just stand. Stand. Oh, yeah. And after you've done all you can, you just stand. Speak to my heart, Holy Spirit, message of love to encourage me. Words and the wings of the morning, the dark night will fade away if you speak to my heart. Oh, speak to my heart. Oh, yeah. Speak to my heart. Ooh, speak to my heart. Give me your holy word. And if I can't hear from you, and then I'll know what to do, I won't go alone. Ooh, never go on my own. Just let your spirit guide and let your word abide. Speak to my heart, Lord. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Speak to my heart. Oh, speak to my heart. Speak to my heart, Lord. Give me your holy word. And if I can't hear from you, then I'll know what to do. I won't go alone. No, I'll never go on my own. Just let your spirit guide, yeah, and let your word abide. Speak to my heart, Lord. Oh, Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your protection. I praise your name this morning because you are God and there is none like you. Open our hearts today, open our minds today, open our souls today to receive blessings from you, to receive teachings from your Holy Spirit into our lives. Help us to honor you today, God. Help us to lift your name above every other name, above every other thing, Lord. And if there are idols in our lives, tear down those idols so that you will be the only God that we worship. You will be the only God that we see. Break down every idol. Break down every idol in our lives. Give us joy, peace, and understanding. Give us wisdom through your word. Help us to open your word so that your word will bring life and bring healing to our souls. I pray for our families. I pray for my YouTube community, my YouTube family and community. I pray that you would bring us what we need. Help us to worship you. For in worshiping you, Lord, you will give us peace. We will find joy in serving you. I know that we come from different places, different ages, different experiences in life, but you are God to each of us, regardless of where we have gone in our lives. You are still God to us. Thank you for being God. I pray that positivity, I pray that peace, love, and joy will reign on this channel now and always. Provide for us. Some of us are in need of many things. We're in need of healing in our relationships, in our finances, in some decisions that we may have made that were not good for our lives. I pray, God, that you would give us discernment, give us wisdom to make better decisions in our futures. I'm also mindful to know that there are some people that come into the YouTube community space and they bring negativity. I pray that those individuals will not distract from the positivity that many of us are trying to share on our YouTube channels. Thank you, God, for all that you've done. Bless our children for those of us who have children. Keep our children safe, healthy, thriving, prosperous. Be with our parents for those who have parents. Be with those who've lost parents. Be with them in their grief, in their healing, in their journey of recovery. And I pray, God, that you would enlarge our territory. You know our dreams, you know our goals for the future, and I pray that you would expand our territory so that your name is glorified, that peace, love, and joy will reign. Thank you for loving us like only you can. Thank you for providing for us. And once again, God, I ask that you would forgive us for whatever we may have done or said or places where we may have gone that were not good for our souls, our mind, and our bodies. I pray that you would give us peace, healing, recovery, restoration for those who may be struggling with alcoholism, addictions to drugs, addictions to pornography, addictions to many things that are not good. I pray that you would give them recovery, give them healing, give them peace in their lives. Help them to take that first step, and that first step is wanting to change, wanting to let go of things that are not good, wanting to reunite with their families, wanting to reunite with their children. I pray that you would bring the right mentors, the right people in their circle so they can begin their journey of recovery. God, I thank you today for life. God, I thank you today for your love. God, I thank you today for saving me when I couldn't save myself. In your name, I do pray and give you all the praise, all the adoration, and all the glory. It's it's in your name, I do pray and give you thanks. Amen, amen, and amen. We give you all the glory. We worship you, our Lord. You are worthy to be praised. So we give you all the glory. We worship you, our Lord. You are worthy to be praised. Lord, we give you all. We give you all the glory. We worship you, our Lord, for you are worthy to be praised. God, I give you all. I give you all. I give you all the glory. And I worship you, my God, for you are worthy to, you're worthy to be praised. Oh, God, I thank you for another day. I don't know why, but you did it. You made a way. Don't know why, but I'm grateful. Mm-hmm. I'm standing here. Mm-hmm. I'm so thankful for another day. You made a way. I'm so glad you did. You made a way. I don't know why, but you did it. Mm-hmm. Don't know why, but I'm grateful. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, God of heaven, I'm grateful for another day. Good morning, good morning, good morning out there in YouTube land. How are you doing today? I am grateful for another day. Grateful for another opportunity to praise the good Lord. Louise Salt, you're in the building. What's going on? I am 2 weeks pregnant now. I pray your pregnancy will continue to be healthy, that you will remain healthy. What's up? What's up? What's up? Kuri Mili Ravi Chandra. Hi, what are you doing? I am giving God praise first and foremost. Yeah, '07. What? What? All right. Romy Kumar. I don't understand your language. Greetings from Mexico, Irving Lopez. Hello, Nikhil G. Hello, Nikhil. Nikhil G. Louise, thank you for coming back. Nikhil G, what are you doing? I was worshiping. Yes. Thanking God for another day. It is very exciting. I'm 2 weeks pregnant now, and that is beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing, and I hope to be around when your baby is born. I hope you stay with me so that I can celebrate with you. You have a good do you have a good OBGYN? I hope so. I hope you have a good OBGYN, one that will be a good one that you can talk to, one that actually stops to listen to all of your concerns and questions. But congratulations to you on your pregnancy. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. But if I'm not mistaken, you said you were about my age. So I wish you well. That means that you would be like a high risk. If I remember correctly, you said that you were about my age before when we talked. So you really have to take care. I hope that you're in good health. Zubar Hussein, please do not come in the comments with any foolishness. Do not bother Louise Salt because she's not bothering you. And we have respect in this community, okay? Now I'm going to give you a chance to not be disrespectful to the people in my comments. Zubair Hussein, okay? Nikhil, I am from India. I am from Florida. You know that wasn't a nice thing to ask that lady. You know that was not a nice thing to ask. Don't do that in my community. I like to spread love, joy, and peace here. Peace. We don't want to be rude or disrespectful to anyone in the comment section. Thank you very much. Live. Sharing my live to my channel. Let's see who's awake. Muhammad, you do? You love me? Why do you love me? You don't know me. You just love me because I'm humankind. You love me because I'm a human. I love everyone. Thank you for apologizing, Zubair Hussein. Well, people come in and say they love me. I love you too, but what kind of love are you talking about? Love for humankind, love for brotherly love. Because I know it's not romantic love because you don't know me. You don't know me from nowhere. Louise Salt, are you still there? Or did you leave the building? Good morning. Welcome to the live. I am in Florida, USA, and I just finished sharing a part of my worship with you this morning on the channel, and I want to wish you a good day. And some of you are already in your day. For me, it is about, oh yeah, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning. What time is it where you are in India? If I'm not mistaken, isn't it about 4:30 p.m. in India? I'm thinking that's about 4:30 p.m. Or is it 6:30 p.m.? I can't remember. It's either 4:30 or 5:30 or 6:30. Yeah, I was just worshiping Joshua Waterman. I'm a Christian YouTuber. Not perfect, just forgiven. Yep. And sometimes I get on and I do a short worship. I don't do it all the time, but I do it sometime. I did it at the beginning, always giving God worship first. God first, and everything else follows after. So go to any of my YouTube lives, and most of them have worship at the beginning if you are a worshiper. If not, that's okay too, but this is what I do on my MeTube channel. My MeTube channel. My MeTube channel. Are you a worshiper, Joshua? I need to get up and polish my nails because I actually go to church today. I'm one of those people that go to church on the Sabbath. That's me. All right, let me. Un momento. Glory be to God. Amen. standing here. I gotta get up because I got things to do this morning. I gotta put a shirt on. First of all, I gotta put on a shirt. All right. Here I am. All right. Yeah, I have to put on a shirt because I'm definitely not here to reveal what I should not reveal. I've been to Florida Panhandle. Okay. Yeah, I live in Florida, born and raised. I was raised in the South, but now I live in the North Florida. And for those of you who have not met my baby, this is my baby Mocha. Mocha is 10 years old, getting older. Mocha has seizures. Yeah, unfortunately, she's been having seizures now for probably about 7 years. But nowadays they're getting better, so she's been doing better. But the other day she had a seizure right when I came home from work. It's all of a sudden there she was. I'm glad you're a believer. What's up? I am Wita. Oh, all right. Okay. Early in the morning, there are always negative people. Still new in my walk. I still feel new too. And you know one thing about walking with God, every day gets better. Every day is a new day. One thing is always important is always pray. Sometimes we get distracted by life, Joshua, but we have to just keep on, and keep on. Yeah. I was born to a mother who was a churchgoer, but for me, I didn't start believing for myself, like really believing for myself until like I was in my 20s. And then I did all kind of things. I never did, I don't know. I did things that I thought were bad, but then some people look at what I've done and they say, "Oh, you didn't do anything." But each person's journey is different, right? But anyway, this is Mocha. Say hi, Mocha. All right. Mocha is not having it. We were away for 2 days for our little vacation getaway, and she was ready to come back home. She did not want to hang out with me at the hotel. She was like, "Get me back home." But anyway, that's Mocha. Yeah, but I still feel new sometimes because walking with God is always, it's always an adventure. I'll just say that. But if we keep our hand in his hand, and you know what, I would like to suggest a devotional paraphrase Bible for you that's called the Clear Word Devotional Paraphrase. Actually, when I was in university, one of my professors, he had basically um, translated the Bible into a devotional paraphrase for his children. And then when many people saw and read it, they were like, "You need to publicize this. You need to make it available for everyone." So that's what he eventually did. And it's called the Clear Word Devotional Paraphrase. It's meant for personal devotion. It's not meant for public worship, even though a lot of people use that. But because I knew him as my professor, he always said it was for personal devotion time so that you could understand the King James Version and common language. It's not meant to be read by the pastor from the pulpit, even though I've seen it. And he would always say that that's not what it's for. That's not what it's for. But anyway, I always try to share that because, I often wonder, is he still alive? Because the last I knew, he was almost 100 years old and still living, my professor. And as far as I know, I haven't heard that he has passed away. So I'm going to believe that he is still with us. But he's a very, very, very intellectual theologian. I really enjoyed his classes when I was in school. But anyway, I just want to suggest that to you, Joshua, and anyone else who would be interested in a devotional paraphrase. Yeah. Tehran, why do you want to know how old I am? Does it matter? Hello. I cannot read your name and I cannot recognize that flag, but hello. It looks like it says AHTOH, but I don't know how to read that language. I think that's Russian. Is that Russian? But hello to you. Hello, welcome to the live. It is about 5 a.m. in the morning, and I need to polish my nails because I want to go with my nails freshly polished today. So I need to do that. How are you doing this morning? And what time is it where you are? Do you wake up early? I went to bed like really early last night. Actually, yesterday. I went to sleep in the afternoon because I was so tired. And this is my little nail kit storage. Welcome to the live. I am Veda-Song Bird from Florida. How are you doing today? Sam, you came back. And you're always typing these long things. Good thing I'm not driving. Of course, I remember you. Let's not talk about that fly by night person. They never came back. Yeah, please check that out. Check that out. Let me show you what it looks like. Yeah, I have a hard copy. The cover looks like this. You can order it anywhere. If you just like Google it, you can you can find it. Order it online. It's cheaper. Yeah. Have a blessed day, my brother. Yep. Love you too. Yep. The Clear Word devotional paraphrase. I was just telling this wonderful person, Joshua, who was saying that he was a new believer. And it's always good to have the right tools, something good to study. And that is a very easy to read version. As my professor would say, it's not, he doesn't call it the Bible, he calls it a devotional paraphrase because it's written in a way that even a child can understand because he wrote it for his children. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm used to it, Sam. Every day there are people that come in with the same thing. I already had about two people tell me that they love me, but I love them too. But if they're talking about romantic love, I know that's not true. But I love everybody. That's what God wants me to do. He probably, yeah. But it's all good. Like you said, that social media. Louise Salt, you came back. I thought you had left me. I thought you had left me. Are you exercising? That's something I didn't do. You know what happened to me, Louise? I know you told me you're 2 weeks. I saw that. Um, I didn't start exercising until the day that I went in labor. All of a sudden, I said, you know what? I better start exercising. And at that time, I was like 32 weeks. And then because I had not been exercising, I don't know if that was the reason why, but then I went in labor. I went in labor actually early. And I always wished that I had exercised, but I didn't. But thankfully, my daughter was born healthy. She was born at 32 weeks, but she was healthy. She only had to stay in the NICU for a week. Yeah. And the only reason why she had to stay in there a week because she had to get her weight up because your baby has to be 4.5, 4 pounds at that time, 4 pounds, 5 ounces before they can go home. And she was born at 4.25, 4 pounds, how do you say it? 4 pounds, 2.5 ounces. So she had to be 4 pounds, 5 ounces before she was able to go home. So within a week, she was able to be that. And then she came home. And then she had, like jaundice, because when babies are born early, their pigmentation is not there. Like you can see through their skin, basically. So they had to have her up under the light and everything. Twins? Really? Wow. Okay. What's up, Muhammad? Hamid. Enjoy their compliments and make them feel good in their heads for they love and I don't know. It depends on how the comments come across. Some of them I don't pay attention to, Sam. Well, you have to be careful. 'Cause like I said, I remember before I was talking to you, but I think you had left the live and now you're back. If I'm not mistaken, you were telling me that you were about my age, and so that puts you at high risk, if I remember correctly. So you got to be careful. They do need love. A lot of people are on social media looking for love in the wrong places. But the only thing about it is, I'm actually one of those real people. I'm a real, and I'm real on my channel. But I do believe in love. I do believe you can find love anywhere, but you can't just walk up and say, oh, okay, go ahead and rest yourself, Louise. Don't rest too much because if you spend all your time resting, then that's the other thing too. You got to balance yourself out. Is it nighttime already? I keep getting these time zones mixed up because I talked to so many people in different time zones, but I thought that Australia was, I don't remember. But anyway, if it's bedtime because it's wake up time here at 5:14 a.m. And the heater is coming on. It's cold here. Is it cold in Australia too right now? Or is it hot? I got my old daycare teacher shirt. I used to work at this daycare and I got it. Yeah, I am actually, Sam. I am. I am like Sam. Why? Are you? I think you're young. I'm thinking you're young. Yep, I'm a mature girl. Trying to take this fingernail polish off. Welcome to the live. Here I am in my bedroom in Florida. I'm just a regular old girl. I'm getting ready for church. I go to church today. That's what I'm doing. If I don't start early, I'm always running late. I don't know why. Am I the only one that takes forever to get ready? You're 64 years old, Sam? What? Okay. I thought you were a youngin. Are you married, Sam? Just wondering. I don't really like talking to married people on my, especially well, you've never been inappropriate, but people that are inappropriate and married, I don't like to talk to them because they're disrespecting their spouse. But so far, you've been mutually friendly. But when people come across as being flirtatious and they're married, then I don't want to talk to them. Yeah, but that's not nice. I wouldn't want someone to do that to me. I wouldn't want to be talking to someone's husband. They're being rude to their wives and disrespectful. A lot of people do a lot of stuff on social media and they're disrespecting their spouses, but don't come on my channel with it because I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of it. Mature ladies are the best. Boozer. Too old for you, I guess. No, you're not too old for me. I like old guys. Actually, I like old guys. I should say mature men. I do. But that's another story. I like mature men. Men that are settled. But there's some older men that are not settled, and that's sad to me. They're like, say, 7 years old, and they're still trying to dress like a pimp and thuggish, and then they're still womanizing and running the streets. But some people never lose that. So that's why a lot of people need to get close to God. Some people just don't have that God in their life and they just keep living like I don't know what. But to me, that's just always weird. You see, like an old daddy, he's got the thug look. I mean, to each his own. I'm not going to say that, but I'm just saying for me. If I'm looking for a guy to be in my life, that's not what I'm looking for. Mm-mm. That tells me that you're still trying to cheat on me, but you're still trying to follow every skirt that goes by, every tight pants, every outfit or whatever. Yeah. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. There will always be those people, and it goes for the women too, because I know some single women and they're older and they're still acting like they're 16 and running around like they're 16 and whatever. But to each his own. I need a little more Jesus. You know that song? I just know about what I need. I need a little more Jesus. You know why I'm having that problem? Because I was eating sour cream before I went to bed.
Dairy gives you mucus. Just in case you didn't know, like as a singer, if you eat too much dairy before you sing, you have a lot of all that mucus when you wake up. I decided to eat some chips last night with sour cream and hot sauce. And that is why I have mucus this morning. So if you are like me and you have issues with lactose, there's a vegan sour cream. You can like get it from Publix and other stores. And that's what I need to do because I love sour cream, but the one that's made from the cow, it gives me a lot of congestion. So now here I am coughing this morning. I know better and I know it makes me sick, but I keep doing it. And that's something I need to work on. Thank you for coming in and giving me the likes. I appreciate it. Boozer AND. AND, what does that stand for? And where are you viewing from? I'm in Florida, USA. Florida. And I need to oil my scalp as well. Because my crochet braids, I can't decide. I think I'm going to go for one more week with these crochet braids. I think I can make it one more week. I don't know how people keep braids on their hair so long, but I'm going, you know what? I need to do that first. Hold on a second. I'm coming right back. I always thank you for keeping me company while I'm trying to get ready. And this is what I use. I've been using this like forever, Blue Magic. It's not the same as it used to be, but this is Blue Magic Super Sure Grow. I don't know if it's growing or anything, but I need to oil my scalp. And because these are extensions, the only thing I'm focusing on is my scalp area because my hair is braided down. All right, that's better. My hair is braided down, so I'm just focused on oiling the part where my hair is. This, of course, is made synthetic. These braids are synthetic for those who need a little education about braids. Boozer, did you leave the building? I'm just curious. What does the A and D stand for? What do you mean you're single now, Sam? Sam, you still there? That means you were married? I forgot where you say you're from, Sam. You told me before, but honestly, I don't remember. You're in Texas. Are you doing this in Texas? Texas. Texas is a busy city. Good morning and welcome to the live as I'm prepping and getting myself ready for church today. How are you doing? If you have braids, you always have to oil your scalp. I probably should wash it because you can wash your hair too while it's braided. I always wash my hair when it's braided. Some people don't, but I do. But I don't want to do that right now because I think I'm going to take it out. I might take it out after church today. I don't know. Or I may take it out in the middle of the week. I'm not sure. Right now, I don't feel like taking it out because it's cold. We're going to be cold this week, and the cold front started coming in yesterday. Will Doe, hey, how you doing? I'm doing good, Will Doe. I'm in Florida, USA, and where are you? If you don't mind me asking, and it's not an offensive thing. I'm just always curious about where people are viewing from. Even though I see my YouTube analytics on the YouTube studio, I would like to know where Will Doe is from and not the collective thing. I have been single for 10 years just to find a decent Christian lady with love and peace of mind. I am looking for a good friend and honest partner who is secure and confident in herself. I hear that. Vice versa, but I'm just looking for the man version. You're from Australia. Oh, I have some Australian family in my YouTube community. Everyone that comes in becomes my family. Welcome to the live. Very big. Who's very big? Wonderful. XYZ. Good morning. It's morning for me. What do you mean by very big? What's very big? What are you talking about? Yep, you're welcome here. Everyone is welcome here. I just ask that you come in with love, peace, and respect for everyone in the community and for me as a YouTube content creator. I'm just getting ready for church. That's what I'm doing. I go to church today and I'm oiling my scalp. Because when you have braids, you definitely have to keep your hair moisturized because you don't want your hair to be dry in there. XYZ, I've never seen you come along. Where are you from? Very nice, very good. Okay. I am moisturizing and oiling my hair, massaging, stimulating the scalp because I want my hair to grow. Hi, XYZ. Of course, I'm very appreciative for your welcome. You're more than welcome. I love to see my community grow. I'm trying to introduce myself to the YouTube family, and I'm hoping to find like-minded, positive, kind people to join my YouTube community. I'm just a simple small town girl from Florida. I enjoy singing. I enjoy traveling trips that I can afford because I'm a regular person who has a regular job. And I try to travel when I can. I don't always go to big places, but I travel to where I can go. Like I went away for 2 days for Thanksgiving. And I just went 30 minutes away actually to the city next. Actually, it's not the city next to me. It's like about uh, 4 cities away because we have a bunch of little cities that are in between. But I went about 30 minutes away. Actually, it's about 35 minutes away from home. But it still felt like an awesome vacation. I felt rejuvenated and revived. Yeah, it felt good to get away. And I took my mommy with me and I made her rest because when you're home, you have all of the distractions, everything around you, and you want to touch things, you know. But if you're away from all that stuff, you don't have anything to distract you. So mommy was able to rest. I was able to rest too. So that was good. I got some much needed rest and relaxation. Welcome to the live. Will Doe, tell me a little about yourself. Do you enjoy music? Because I'm a singer in my own little humble way. I like singing at church. I usually record myself at church. My older original videos, the ones from way back, because actually now I have over 800 videos. And I can't believe I've uploaded that much content to my YouTube channel. But my earlier videos, I'm singing at church. And then there's some of those videos mixed up in between what's happening now. But most of the time, I'm just posting content that shows nature, me doing whatever I'm doing in my life, and then singing. Yep, that's what happens over here. I don't know where that question is going, but no. People that chew gum, I feel like it's because they're not really brushing their teeth well, brushing their mouth. You know that we should brush our mouth. And a lot of people that a lot of people that chew gum, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but it's because they're not cleansing their whole mouth. Like, you clean the walls of your mouth, you clean your upper, you clean around all your gums, you brush your tongue. Because if you're cleaning your whole mouth, you don't really have that desire to chew gum because your mouth will always feel fresh. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But I'm just addressing your question. I'm looking for a major and well focused lady who is open minded and loves to travel and enjoy outings and spending quality time in religious events, sometimes in sports. Okay, sounds good. I hope that you find that one that you're looking for. I do, I do. Today is youth day at the church that I'm going to. I don't want to go to my church today because I don't feel like driving that far. Youth day, so that means that the youth will be leading today. You realize that this is the last day of November, the last day of November, and before you know it, it's going to be December, and then January 1st will be here. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? No, no, no. I'm not in Michigan. I'm in Florida, Sam. I used to live in Michigan years ago. I used to live in Niles, Michigan, back in when was it? 2003 to 2000, no, 2002 to 2004. I lived in Niles, Michigan. No, left there years ago. Years ago. I let my scalp get dry, and now it feels dry. So now I need to massage it and get it stimulated. Nope, I'm in Florida, Florida, Florida. No greater love, no greater love than a man would lay down his life for a friend, for a friend. What's going on? Good morning and welcome to the live. It is like 5:29 a.m. here in Eastern Standard Time Zone. Summer, good morning. First time with your chat. Welcome. Always good. Good vibes here. Potato price, please. I don't know. Depends on what store you go to. If you go to like the economical stores, we have the store that's called like Save a Lot or Dollar General. Maybe you can get a bag of potatoes for $3, and that's like a 3 pound bag, I think, for $3. Why are you asking about a potato price? Sometimes I do go in the supermarket and I show prices of things because some people from other countries do are curious about how much things cost, and I'm often curious too. But you can always Google it. You can Google the price of things in other countries. I'm just saying, but you can. Oh, you're welcome, Summer. Where are you from? I'm in Florida, USA. Where are you from? Oh, so where are you now, Sam? You're asking me as if you're in Michigan now. Aren't you in Texas, if I'm not mistaken? Didn't you tell me you were in Texas? Why am I remembering Texas? Oh, Seattle. Seattle is beautiful. I went there years ago. My good friend, they got married years ago. That when I say years ago, I mean 2000. So it's been 24 years. That's what I thought. I remembered you were in Texas. Yeah, I do remember sometime people that come back again and again and again. I can retain because my short term memory kicks to my long term memory. I don't remember where in Texas, but I do know you're in Texas. All right. Yeah. Welcome to the live, Summer. I thought about coming to Texas after Christmas to visit my daughter, but then I changed my. Actually, I don't know. I guess I could still do it because it's not too late to decide. I want to see her. I haven't seen her since March. My baby girl. That's just my baby girl. She's a woman now. And so I have to respect her as a woman, as an adult. And I try to do a good job of that. I don't try to get in her space and tell her what to do, so to speak. But if I do see her doing something that might be harmful, I do politely say something, but I don't try to tell her what to do. We have to give our children room to grow and learn. You know what I mean? That's what I think anyway. I'm not one of those mothers that try to make her follow what I'm saying because I'm her mother. And I think that's disrespectful. I think I did a pretty good job raising her, so it's up to her now to fly and flutter her wings. That's just my opinion. What do you think? Do you try to tell your grown children what to do? I hope not. But you're up early, Sam. You couldn't sleep because Texas is an hour behind, so it's 4:32 in Texas. What's going on with you? You went to bed early. You just don't sleep at night. Got insomnia. I think you were the one that told me that you didn't have Instagram and you didn't have Facebook. Were you the one that told me that? Oh yeah. Rent is high everywhere. The housing market is high everywhere right now. Everywhere. And it's so funny in a way because I saw this old home. And when I say old, I mean old. And they simply like painted the outside. I guess they tried to do something on the inside. I don't know. I never did go look on the inside, but from the outside, I could see that they painted it so that, gives the appearance of something better. But that house is on the market for like $195,000 and it literally looks like it's falling down. So it's like the way they price things on the market right now is ridiculous. So it's almost like everyone should put their house on the market now because you can get a lot of money, and then move into an apartment. The housing market is outrageous right now. You really have to have money to buy. And unfortunately, I don't have that kind of money, so I can't buy right now. I should have actually purchased when the housing market was lower, when homes were actually at a price where I could afford to buy one. But it's okay. I also like, oh, you lived in Tennessee. I lived in Tennessee too. 28 years. Wow. 37 years with the same company. That's cool. Yeah, I used to live in Chattanooga, but I went to school in a city called Collegedale. That was right beside Chattanooga. But then I left and then I came back. But that's my story. I'm sticking to it. But Chattanooga, yeah, I love it. It's beautiful. I actually have considered going back there many times, but I just never have. But I love the mountains, especially this time of year when the leaves and everything start to change. It's so beautiful, beautiful. Texas was okay. I like the cities outside of Dallas. Dallas is okay. You can go in and do whatever you're doing and come back out. But I like the small cities around outside of the big city. And I definitely don't like driving on the interstate, regardless of where I am. I do not like driving on the interstate because I'm just a small town girl. We didn't have all that stuff in the small cities. We just have our local roads. Local roads. I got to put my bonnet back on because that's what you do. I'm at home. I don't need all that hair distracting me because all it does is floating around back there, and I don't want it. It's annoying because I have things to do. I'm trying to polish my nails, and this is the color that I'm using for today for my nails. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm doing over here, getting ready for church. Getting ready for church. Welcome to the live. Amen. Trust me, I know what you're talking about. Walk by faith and not by sight. But back to what I was saying, though. I mean, you just have to always plan ahead, right? But it's expensive everywhere. And then I was looking at these apartments that were near me, and once again, the building is so old, but yet the rent for that place, and it's a one bedroom in this little city next to me, and they are saying that the rent I think is like 1,500. And I could see if it's a nice, well kept facility, but it's not. And then yesterday I was riding and looking at the back side of it. It just looks so terrible. Why would I want to be in a place where you're paying so much rent and then it's not nice? I can see if it's nice. If it's nice, okay. But if it's not nice, come on, you need to bring that price down and be realistic. Your ex girlfriend and your ex wife? Are you trying to say you had a girlfriend and a wife at the same time? Is that what you're saying, Sam? That you said ex girlfriend and ex wife? Or are you saying your ex girlfriend became your wife and your ex wife? Or did you actually have them simultaneously? Sam, is that what you're telling me this morning? At least you're being honest if that's what you're saying. Oh, so why did you say that then? You should have just said your ex wife because she went from girlfriend to wife and then she became your ex wife. Yeah, I find that kind of funny too, Summer. But Summer, it is like you're up really early because if you're in Seattle, that means it's like 2:30 in the morning. What are you doing up? What are you doing up, Summer? I'm assuming you're a lady, even though Summer could be a man with a summer, summer, a name like Summer. My pastor's daughter name is Summer. The girl turned wife. I got that, but I'm just saying you said ex girlfriend, and then you also said ex wife, so it's like kind of redundant. But we can all express ourselves the way we like. It just seemed like there were two people instead of one when you say it that way. Two people. Like me saying I had a boyfriend and a husband in the same sentence. So it sounds like you're talking about two different people. The heater is coming on. It should be cold in Texas now too because I was looking at the temperatures to check my daughter's weather yesterday and it's cold everywhere. That cold front has come all the way south now. And I know Seattle's cold. I'm not even going to ask about Seattle because you guys have been cold up there. Oh, wow. Aw. I can only imagine. My prayers are with you, Summer. But you seem to be in good spirits from your comments. Cancer is I'm not going to say that word, but cancer sucks. I wish you well. I do. I wish you peace. I wish you healing. I wish you good vibes. Cancer sucks. It does. Dude! Oh, dude has jumped in to tell Summer to look up some drug. Are you a cancer patient too, dude? Since you're suggesting something to Summer, are you a doctor? You haven't spoken all morning, dude. So welcome, dude. I guess dude finally said, "There's something I have a comment on. I can help Summer. Hope it's something helpful." Helpful. I do believe in natural remedy. Our church has a lot of wellness centers that people can go to do some natural things to help your body too. There are a lot of natural centers around for those who like to get natural help. Oh yeah, prayer is everything. Prayer is why I'm still here. It's hard to polish my right hand, but I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. Have to go slow. Yes, my toes are already polished. I polished those on live the other day. Whenever I do my toes, they last for almost a month and they don't chip or anything. My sister says I should become a nail technician. I don't know. I'm torn between that and going back to school. One of them has to happen. I like doing nails though. Things that make people happy. People love going to get their nails done. Some ladies and some men. You've been cured from cancer, dude? Wow. Yes, it's getting cold in Texas. Do you plan on getting married anytime soon? First, I have to have a guy. I don't have a guy in my life. I would love to date with a purpose, though. And I want to date someone who wants to be a re-virgin. I don't want to have sex like if I'm dating again. I just want someone to want me and we date with a purpose. And dating with a purpose is simply saying that when we get together, we know that our intent is to get married. And then we just talk about all the things we need to talk about. And if we are vibing intellectually and we are attracted to each other physically, and if everything we discuss about what we would like for our futures and all that stuff lines up, then yeah, I don't see why you should drag around and. But I think you should take the time to get to know a person in different settings, do different things. But I don't want to get caught up in the physical aspect. I've done that through the years. Sex is overrated when it comes to getting to know a person that will be with you for your life. And you start having sex with a person, then it's like it starts to change everything. Of course, I love sex. Look at me. Not just kidding. But yeah, you can always have sex with a person. That can happen. But when you don't take the time to get to know a person, and that's where I know I failed in the past because you get into a relationship and then you have these sexual tendencies that come about because as a lot of people say, oh, it's human nature, da 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 da. But then once you start doing that, it's like you lose focus on actually getting to know that person and everything kind of starts to shift to being physical and you don't really find out about that person. And then you marry someone that you don't really know because you kind of got sidetracked because of the sexual side. And I know I'm not the only one. You're a 68-year-old woman. Oh, you like this color? Yeah, I like this color too. It actually looks darker on the video, but it's not actually that dark. But thank you. I like the color too. My toes are actually like a hot pink, but my feet are always in shoes. Just because you like sex does not mean you have to have sex. Because let's say, okay, you meet someone, and then before you find out even much about that person's philosophy about life, you don't find out what their goals are. You don't even know anything about them, and you've already been in the bed with them. But all based on physical attraction. But then you get to know the person, you get to know what's ticking in here, and then you're starting to say, what have I gotten myself into? I've been there. And then all of a sudden you stop texting and you stop calling because you realize that you've made a mistake. You let your physical urges take control, and then you've gotten yourself mixed up with someone that you don't care about. I mean, holistically. I could be physically attracted to just about, well, I'm not going to say just about anybody, but it's easy to be physically attracted because it's like a human nature. It's the animalistic side of us, right? Not animal like animal, but you understand what I'm saying. It's a physical tendency to be attracted. You see someone and you're like, oh, wow, they're sexy. Oh, wow, they're cute. Oh, wow, they're this, they're that. But then do you know what's going on up here? And my thing is, like, I was asking someone on a live, what if suddenly I was in a fire? Like, I've seen that happen to some couples that share their lives on social media. One man and his wife that I follow, he got burned by some chemical at his job. His wedding was like, I think, 2 months or something away. I forget the name of their channel. I follow them on Instagram. His wife married him in the hospital. And then someone made some comments about that, but I'm not even going to repeat those comments. But the point is, what if I became uh, debilitated? Are you in love with me? And there's one story that I saw where this man, his genitals were burned off. Now, there are many ways to have love or make love or whatever. But just imagine your husband gets in a situation, or your wife, and then their genitalia is burned off. Now, there are some people that will walk out on that person, but I need to know that that person is going to love me. And I don't know if you know this other lady's story. She's on Instagram too. She had what is it, septic? She went to the hospital, whatever, and now she has, her arms are here. They had to cut her arms off to here. Both of them, they're cut off to here because she had, that septic stuff where your limbs start to darken because you have like gangrene or whatever it is, and it's really horrible. And if you don't cut the limbs off, then it gets into your bloodstream and then you die. So now she has no legs, no arms. Now I don't know about her genitalia. I'm assuming her genitalia is intact. But the point is, she was sick for such a long time, and her husband, according to social media now, her husband was by her side through it all. See, that's the kind of love that I need in my life. You didn't have to delete your comment, but I see that you deleted, and that's okay. And I don't know what Fred Chambers is saying what about, but yeah. What's your acceptance of having a relationship with a man with grown up kids? I have a grown up child. My thing about that is personally, how I feel, how I am as a person, Sam. After God, I should be next. After God, the man in my life should be next. Now, I think the problem comes when people have children prior to getting in another relationship. They want to keep their children above their new spouse. No, no. If your children are grown up, then I feel like as a parent with my grown up daughter, I don't feel like she needs to be above my new husband. Why? She's an adult, she can take care of herself. And even if she was a child, from what I've learned and from what I understand about what, like the hierarchy or whatever you want to call it, after God, because I'm Christian, I should put God first. We should put God first in our relationship, and then the next person of importance should be our spouse. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that's what I feel. Your children should not come before me. You should not put your children before me as your wife because I am now your new queen. Yes, we love our children. Yes, our children are still a part of our lives, but they should not be our priority. Now, some children, we have children that go through different crises in lives and maybe they need to move back in. Okay. But even if they do move back in, they're not the priority in the home. They're in a sense, they're the children in the home. The wife is still the queen, the husband is still the king. That's just my view on that. Yeah. Do you think the sex with age difference guy is good or bad? I'm not even going to answer that one. And I like to say making love. Sex, anybody can have sex. If someone loves me and I love them, then we're making love. Love making is beautiful. And that's what I have to say to that. And I wish I could read your name, but your name is in a language that I cannot understand. Yes, yes, yes. I just never been weak for sex. The older I get, I'm not weak for sex either. The older I get. Not saying that I don't enjoy sex, not saying that I don't love sex, but the discipline is now different. Does size matter? You tell me. I'm a woman, Daphnis Preet Jeet. Okay. Dude, Edmund Man says cheap drug for dogs cured his cancer. Okay. Look look it up, Summer. Right. Was sex a problem in your past relationships? No. Sex was not a problem in my past relationships. Was it a problem in your past relationship, Sam? Nope, sex was not the issue. XYZ, very sexy. God didn't bring me this far to take cheap drugs. I believe in natural remedies, and there are a lot of natural remedies that are healing people as well, Summer. I don't know if you're ever into that, but natural remedies are very healing. I'm sorry that happened to you, Fred Chambers. You're sorry what happened to who? You mean to Summer or to me? Who are you sorry to? Some things you just have to dismiss. That's right. I don't think size matter if you love him or her. Like they often say, you have to learn how to work with what you got. But I think love makes a difference. I think we've all had experiences as adults. And if you're with the wrong person, I don't care what they've got. It's just not meaningful. It's not pleasurable when you really think about it. If you're with the wrong person, the vibe is just not right, not good. But anyway, when you get on this live, you never know where the conversation will go. Mm-hmm. Hey, somebody's on our church group chat already messaging at 5:52 a.m. Who's up on the church group chat messaging? Let me see. Early this morning, they're putting something in the group chat. And it's the same lady every morning. Good thing I put my phone usually on mute until I wake up. What will you do if you are married to a foreigner and he decides to return to his country of origin? Will you be willing to relocate with him to or stay back in the USA? See, that's another issue right there, Sam. When you are married, it's a we. We become one. That's what I feel. What if I want to go back somewhere? It's not a one sided thing. Think about it. If it's a we become one. We're going to decide what is best for us as a couple, as a married couple. Is going back to their country of origin the best for both of us? Or is it just best for you? Now, if you're loving me and I'm loving you, in my opinion, this is how I would like my relationship to work. We need to decide what's best for us. And sometimes it is best to leave this wonderful country that we live in called America. And I've actually thought about leaving this country, but where I will go is not decided. Oh, I am sorry that happened to you. It happened to me too. Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you. It's Fred. But when you're in a marriage, and that's why I talk about that, I talk about narcissistic people. I dealt with that. My narcissistic ex husband. Breaking and Healing. I have another channel where I discuss a lot of things that have happened to me relationship wise. And I discuss things that I've overcome and I'm overcoming that I'm working on. Breaking and the symbol. Check out that channel. Subscribe over there if that's something you want to vibe with. So many people are healing from so many different things. And that channel is devoted to sharing that part of my life. I'm going to put it in the poll. So if you are interested in finding this channel, you can see what I'm saying. And it's simply called Breaking and Healing. So subscribe. I don't have a lot of content, don't have a lot of subscribers. I just renamed that channel and started that channel a few months ago. In some religions, 3 to 4 wives are common. Nope, I'm not a polygamist. I don't want to be a part of that. I want one man for me. This is in our country. What country are you from? Because I don't recognize the language that your name. I can't even read whatever that is. Where are you from? If you don't mind sharing. Many countries and there are some tribes marry more than one. I couldn't. Yes, I'm ready to go natural to get better healing. Thank you so much. There's a place in Georgia. There are some places that our church runs, for example. There are many places, but I know that our church, there's some places out in California. You've heard of Loma Linda University? Loma Linda University is in California. Look that up and see. Maybe you can go there summer. There's a health program there to help people. There's one in Georgia. There's some, I don't remember all of the locations, but I know that you're out there in Washington, and our church has a wonderful, wonderful program out there. So you can look that up. Loma Linda. Loma, Loma, Linda, just like Linda, Loma Linda University. They have programs, and I hope that you would look it up, and I hope that it will be of benefit to you. You gave up on what? Paul Brewer, happy belated thing. Oh, you're from Pakistan. Cool. So in your country, people have more than one wife? I would not be a part of that. I'm sorry. I just want one man. And I want one man to want me and not want me and many other women. Paul Brewer, you were here before, right? I remember your name. Or am I remember your last name because one lady at my church, her last name is Brewer. Don't give up, Fred. In Muslims, you can marry more than one. Yeah, I know. I'm not Muslim, I'm Christian. But I'm not saying anything bad about, well, everyone's culture is different. If they're happy with it, then that's cool. But for me, I know me. I just want one man to love me. And I just want to love one man. One man that will be pleased and satisfied with me. Yep. That's just me. As I'm trying to finish polishing my nails. You know, the worst thing is when you polish your nails and then you don't give them time to properly dry. That's what usually happens to me. So this morning, well, I'm not Muslim. You're not Muslim. So what are you? You're just telling me about the Muslim people. Okay. Thank you for sharing. But I know that too, because I've seen people. And then some people, they're really not Muslim, but they believe in, I forget what they call that word. They have like a home. You know, I met this man, he was working on my car, and he's right here. He's not from here, but he lives in Florida. He said he has 3 women. He didn't call them his wives. He has 3 women, 5 children, and they all live in the same house. I forget what you call those people. If you know it, tell me in the comments. I don't have time to Google it because I'm on live. What I'm saying is the things that you're saying, I already been through just, oh boy, just a nightmare. And they said, if you don't wake up, it's really happening. I know what you mean, Fred. I got you. But I'm not going to give up on love because of past experiences. If that's the case, I would have given up on love many, many years ago. Don't get me wrong, most Caucasians tend to adjust and adapt better in Africa than our African American women. The reason, the reason I don't know, but wonder why, considering that the continent is mostly black. Okay. Okay, I'm alone with only doctor support. My family is out of state. So you have given me joy in my heart, and I thank you. Okay. But when you go to those health centers, you find that there's a sense of community and a sense of family. I can relate because I used to live in Tennessee. I used to live in Michigan, and I didn't have family, only my husband at the time. And I know the feeling. I used to live in South Korea too, and at that time I was single, so I do know what it's like to be around people that are not my blood family, and it's a total different vibe. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. You remember that from the American Idol? Were you an American Idol fan? That was funny, that guy. I saw him singing background for Jennifer Hudson on the Thanksgiving Day parade performance. I'm glad you have joy in your heart. If I can make one person have joy in their heart, then I've done what I'm supposed to do on my life. And that means a lot that you said that. I just come on and I try to spread joy and happiness in whatever I'm doing because I'm just polishing my nails right now this morning. Sometimes I'm doing my hair, but I just like to talk to people. People need someone to talk to them sometimes, even if it's virtually. Some people need the opportunity to express thoughts in their heads. I am Hindu. Okay. My last wife said to me in my face, is she married me for the sake of the people in the church. I can relate. The first time I got married, I always call it religious pressures. That's why I got married the first time. I didn't get married because I was actually in love. I got married due to religious pressures, and that I can relate to big time. And that's when I would have said, well, we need to get a divorce. And people have their opinions on that. But if you're in a relationship that was not covenant covenant covenanted, I'm going to create a word, covenanted, then that relationship is not of God. That's my thought on it. Because right there, she's saying that she married you for the sake of the people, not because she loved you and wanted to be in covenant with you. Yeah. Tennessee. I used to be in Tennessee. So you're in Tennessee, Paul Brewer. I love Tennessee for the time that I was there. Chattanooga. Chattanooga. Do you like the song Keep Your Head Up by Tupac? Yeah, it has its powerful meaning. Keep your head up. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but go to my channel if you're interested in healing. Join me on my channel. I can already go live on that channel, but I don't have a lot of people following. So when I go live, I don't really get people to jump on the live because I don't have that many subscribers. But I do go live from time to time as I try to push the channel out there. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I was just sending a shout out song because he said something about Tennessee, Tennessee. Your dad, hi. Your dad, you're not my dad. My dad is gone. My dad is resting in the grave. Things are going to get better. That's right. Things are going to get better. Now that my nails are not messed up, it's already gotten better. So far, I haven't smudged them, guys. I have not smudged them, fam. Thank you for becoming a part of my family. Once you come in here, I've adopted you. You are now my family. I'm farsighted and nearsighted these days. It's like I can't see either way. Even with glasses on, I have to always angle or distance, whatever it is, at the right. I have bifocals, and I actually need multifocal But I don't know why this optometrist, I showed him the glasses that I had, which was multifocal. And then he gave me bifocals. I'm like, duh, I gave you what I wanted. Why ask me to show you my current glasses and then you give me a prescription that's bifocal? Oh, I thought I smudged my nail. Whew. Can you adopt me and make me some gumbo? You're the one that came in with that gumbo. Do I look like I can cook? Do I look like I can cook gumbo? Don't come in here with that. You were the one that kept talking about that gumbo. You must love gumbo. Cincinnati, Ohio. Things are getting. You have to make another channel for. No, I have 4 channels. One for my dog, one for my deep thoughts. It's called My Deep Thoughts. Every now and then I drop something that I feel I need to drop. Never thought about sex education, but I'm just very open. I've learned to be open with a lot of things because people need information. I could tell you a lot more. I've experienced a lot of things in my life. There's a lady though, I follow her every now and then. I forget the name of her channel. She does like sex education, but she does it in a very mature way. She doesn't do it in a like a vulgar way. Can I adopt you? How old are you? Talking about adopt you. Adopt you. Yes, ma'am. So you must be, are you a teenager? I usually have a lot of teenagers on my live. I think I give them motherly vibes. But I just have one daughter. One daughter. Ooh, child. Keep your head up. And always clean up. You should have learned that. Oh, be nice, Paul. Be nice, Paul, before you put in timeout, Paul. I don't like people putting people in timeout, but you're gonna be nice over here. Yes, you are like my mother. Aw. Well, I will take that as a compliment. Good vibes, good vibes. Be quiet. It's cold out there, y'all. It is very windy and cold. I was trying to look outside, and then Mocha is growling. All right. Wow, 1 hour and 22 minutes. Why didn't you tell me that I had been on here talking so long? I like kind of natural light colors. I don't like colors that are like yellow and green and that are like this is more close. See, it even blends. You can see it, but it's like it just blends, right? Yeah, that's the kind of colors I like to wear. You are my mommy now, whether you like it or not. Okay, Paul. Did you subscribe to your mommy's channel? Have you? Have you? Have you? What's your take? What's my take on what? That you're like my mother? That you said that yes, you're like my mother? I take it as an honor. Yeah, it's not offensive to me at all. I could be your mother probably. At my age, I could be your mother. And I've got my bonnet on. I look like mommy. But I'm about to get back in my bed, y'all. I'm about to get back in my bed because I've polished my nails. That's what I wanted to do right now. And then I'm going to take my shower. No, my dog is not bad. She just wants to sleep. She wants to sleep and oh wow. Oh, my limbs. I got arthritis, y'all. When you live long enough like me, you're going to have arthritis somewhere. But not necessarily. But I've had so many injuries that I have arthritis now. One day I got to clean up my room. You guys have to hold me accountable because my room needs to be cleaned up. So I'm going to need your support. Good job on the nails. Thank you, Paul. About premature sex. Premature sex? Or you mean premarital sex? I think you mean sex before marriage. Or do you mean sex before you're ready? Because premature could mean a lot of things. Premature, meaning you're not mature. Can you dye one side of your hair yellow and the other side green? Thank you. Oh, Paul, cut it out. Paul is about to go on timeout if you keep typing what I consider nonsense in my channel. Now I'm trying to get back on my bed. Ugh. One day I'm going to clean up my room. When I came here, I actually have a lot of stuff, and I have not put all my stuff away. And now I am. Oh, you mean premarital? That's premarital. Johnson, I'm in 20s but had a high blood pressure. It's worse, ma'am. Oh, I have high blood pressure too, and that's no fun at all. Well, good morning to you, Johnson. If you're in your 20s with high blood pressure, my hat's off to you. You need to smoke marijuana for your arthritis. No way. You know, this person told me that too, and her name is Brewer, the same person I mentioned earlier. She's always telling me that I need to smoke marijuana. I'm not smoking no marijuana. I don't care if it's legal or not. I don't want to smoke, period. I like kissing, and I don't want to kiss no smoky kiss. No way. Have a blessed day. Travel grace be with you. I'm going to try and sleep. Yes, please try and sleep, Summer. And I hope you check out Loma Linda. Check it out. Check it out. What's my take on what? I can't tell anyone what to do. What's my take on premarital sex? Wilson Rivera, I love you. Wilson, I think you were here before. Welcome back. I'm not here to tell anyone, but if you want to know my opinion, I think that it's best if, as a young person, that you don't engage in premarital sex until you are sure. Sex is, as it says, once you have sex with that one person, you're tied to that person. There's a connection, whether healthy or not healthy, that doesn't go away. It's like when you're joining your body with this person. Now, we all have different beliefs, but I'm just going to speak on a very practical sense. But when you're joining your body with that person, there will be like forever a connection with that person, especially as a woman. If you're a woman, it's different for a woman than it is for a man. The connection that a woman will have will last probably longer than the one that the man will have. So if you are going to venture down that road, you definitely want to make sure that person truly loves you and not that they're just using you for your body. Your body is special. Your body is a gift. And don't just share it with someone who doesn't care about you. And that's my take on it. And I'm trying not to go to the left or to the right. I'm just trying to give general information because I could tell you my Christian opinion, but then I'm not perfect. Not perfect but forgiven. So I could share a Christian viewpoint, but I try to share a human viewpoint. Yeah. Don't share your body with someone. Barry White, Muhammad Ali. Okay. Dr. Martin Luther King and blacks in Soul Train met one black before coming. That's interesting, Sam. When you got here, were you disappointed, Sam? Can you make me some blueberry pancakes and some banana pancakes? You must love to eat. And any man that comes to me talking about making food, that's an immediate turn off. And it's just from what I've experienced through my dating time. Because once again, with that as well, I feel that I'm not even going to go down that road, but that's always a turn off. I'm from Florida, Wilson, and I'm starting to be hungry because it's 6:11. I did this and now I'm feeling ashamed. I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I wish I knew. Tell me your name in English because I cannot read your name because of the language that it's in. Yeah, it will make you feel ashamed because there's something about giving yourself sexually to a person, especially when deep down in your heart you're not in love with that person. It does bring a sense of regret and disappointment, especially if you realize that after the act is done, that person is disregarding you. It makes it even worse. I've been there, done that. So I fully understand. I've been living for a long time. I've experienced many, many things. But you definitely, even as an older person, you want to give yourself to someone that is your forever. That's how I like to think about it. I'm not doing any marijuana gummies, Paul. You do marijuana gummies. Sexual women It's mostly emotional, and for men, it's mostly physical. Yeah, but if that man truly loves you, Sam, then it should not be just physical. Especially if he's your husband, it should go beyond just physical. I can see if it's like a one night stand, and it should be just physical. But if you're coming together with your wife or your forever partner or whatever it is, then you should have something beyond physical with that person, don't you think, Sam? But I know that men are physically geared when it comes to sex, and they're often wanting sex when women are not even thinking about it. Even you older guys. I am in teenage when I did with more. Okay, I understand that too. A lot of older men like young girls, and a lot of young girls like older men, and sometimes they get into situations. Whopper or Big Mac? No, no. All you think about is food. Is your channel about food? Because all you do is talk about food. But that's okay. Is your content about food on your channel? Because you're always talking about food. Food is like the last thing on my mind. Because my thing is, if you're in a relationship with someone, you're gonna eat. But if a person is always dwelling on you better cook for me, you better cook for me, then they've turned me off already. Because I'm like, we're gonna cook for each other. If you're thinking that a woman should always be at the stove, then I'm not the woman for you. That means that your mindset is like selfish, or you feel like the woman should always be the one cleaning up and you're going to sit on your butt and do nothing. You're not the one for me either. That's like the wrong kind of mindset. Now I'm feeling ashamed. Do you think I did wrong? I am the last person to tell you that you did wrong. Would you please tell me what your name is so that I can say your name? Actually, I don't really like blueberry pancakes, but thank you. That's a better question. But see, that comes across better. Can I cook you some blueberry pancakes? And I would say, sure. Your name is Harry. Oh, so you were with an older woman. Ooh. I'm not here to tell anybody that they're wrong. That's not what I'm here for. But you yourself, you already said that you feel ashamed. And without trying to say, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but my thing is in our soul, in our minds, naturally we know what's wrong. We do. We don't need any book. We don't need any church. We don't need any synagogue. We don't need any temple. We don't need any of that to tell us what's wrong. Because in our souls, as humans, we feel what is not right. We don't need another person to tell us what's not right because we can feel it. If we go into a store and we take something that we didn't pay for, immediately we feel guilty. We feel like we've done something that we shouldn't do. Well, even with my daughter, I always tell her, even as an adult, you can tell me anything. And it's not for me to judge her because I know the things that I've done. It's not for me to judge any person. And if we live like that with a more of a loving perspective towards our humankind, our brothers and sisters, this world would be. I wasn't disappointed but surprised with the casualty of having sex amongst unmarried couples and rampant on university campus. Men and women living together without marriage, and it's okay with parents. Yeah, that's a common thing among some people. hmm Some people say they're doing it because of finances, and then some people just do it because that's how they've lived. That's what they saw their parents do. That's what they saw their grandparents do. And some people just don't believe in marriage because I know some people now. They've been they have been they have been living together for over 50 years and they're still not married. They just don't believe in getting married. They don't feel like it's necessary. Good morning, the motivational minister. I have been on this live for like an hour and a half already talking and sharing wisdom. I'm trying to get ready for church. I was polishing my nails and here I am still. Oh, wow. People actually go to jail here for that. I don't know what happens in your country, but many teachers are arrested. I just read an article. You might be careful about what you put in the comments too, because I don't know what happens in your country. But teachers actually go to jail when they are intimate with their students. So be careful about what you're dropping in the comments. You might want to delete it out. Yeah. But that happens. People are weak. People are, I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to act as if I'm perfect or anything. I'm definitely not. I used to be attracted to some of my teachers, I'm being honest, but I didn't ever like try to go after them. But I know that some people have done that. I've seen some girls trying to get close to their teachers, or some guys try to get close to their teachers. But just the same thing as I was talking about earlier, sometimes we just have natural. Some we just have natural attractions. That's what I'm saying. We have natural attractions towards what we're attracted to. Mr. Play in or play no roles. Okay, play no roles. Are your feet veiny like your hands are? Why? And actually, no. That's interesting that you came in and asked that question. So good morning or good night to you. Play no roles. Why are you worrying about my feet? My hands are actually veiny because if you drink a lot of water and your body is properly hydrated, then the blood that flows through your veins are actually, my veins are not even as high as they usually are. My veins actually will go higher than this, but because I have not been drinking enough water, to answer your question, play no roles, then yeah. Because like when I was in the hospital, my veins completely disappeared because I was dehydrated, and all of my veins were flat. So if you are properly hydrated, then your veins will be pronounced. That's just some information for you. Oh, you didn't approach? So how did that? I'm not going to really ask you a lot of questions. My thing is, I would probably suggest that you try not to pursue that, Harry. That would be my suggestion. Unless that's something that's okay in your culture, but I'm going to guess that it's probably not okay in your culture. God bless you too, Johnson. And for those of just joining, what you see in the poll is the name of a channel that I have. So if you are in need of healing, or if you are feeling broken in your soul, in your mind, in your spirit, then I'm encouraging you to join that community on that channel. One more question. Why do women always accuse men of cheating even if they're not? I think it goes back to having just insecurities. Sometimes men, some men, let me always try to use that, some men, some women, they don't give women a safe and secure space. If you're with a woman and then you're not assuring her that she belongs to you, or that she is your number one, and you give her a feeling of that she's not enough or she's not adequate, then she's going to probably think, maybe, that you're giving your energy and your attention to someone else. But in my case, every time I thought or believed I was right. Now, I don't know about in your case, but I can ask you, Harry. I was just simply saying that you mentioned already the age difference between you and that person, and I'm believing that it's not okay in your culture. Is it okay in your culture for you to be dating someone that's like that much older than you? And I'm just guessing that in most cultures it's probably not okay, but I don't know. But that's my opinion on that, Fred. A person that's really in a relationship with you, you should feel that sense of belonging. You should feel that sense of security, that love that makes you feel confident in knowing that this person is my person and they're not sharing themselves with someone else. But some relationships are not built on that security or that foundation where the basic needs are being met in that relationship. Okay. I'm sure, like you said, you're probably feeling all kinds of things, Harry, and you're probably feeling all kinds of emotions. Because as a young person, when you share your body, if it's your first time or your second time or whatever, it's an experience that changes you forever. And I hope that you learn from this experience. If you haven't learned anything else, I hope you learn from this experience and make better choices for yourself. Choices that will make you feel okay. Choices that will make you feel content. Yeah, that's my desire, my wish for you. Society frowns, I guess is what you mean. As such, family won't accept it because it makes it difficult to get married to another man if the woman breaks up with the man. If the issue comes up during marriage, it's canceled. You mean the issue or the fact that the person had a relationship before they got married? And I guess you're speaking from the African culture. I don't know. People have their different opinions about that kind of thing. I've been married before. Yes, I've been divorced, but I don't feel like I shouldn't get married again because I know my situation. I know my circumstances. So if the right person comes, I do plan to get married again. I'm sending you the ingredients for gumbo through the Kroger app for tomorrow. Can you make the channel about cooking gumbo? Paul, if you don't give it up, keep on talking about gumbo. I am not dating her. She just took my advantage to satisfy herself. Yeah, I know what you mean. I got you, Harry. I fully understand. No, I'm not going to make this channel about cooking. I did cook on my live one day. I was cooking some Asian noodles. Some what you call it? Sweet potato noodles. I love those sweet potato noodles that come from Korea. They're yummy. It's a healthy version to spaghetti because I try not to eat like regular spaghetti. Bom dia. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that again. What do you mean you're not doing it again? Come on, Fred. That person must have really hurt you bad. But you know you heal. I took years to heal. I've taken years to heal. Just give yourself time to heal. You're welcome, Harry. Yeah, I have no problem sharing my views. I'm only sharing them based on my experiences. I know where I've messed up in life, and if I can help somebody else not mess up. And I always say, listen to your instincts, because your instincts don't lead you wrong. They don't. Because all of us have that good vibe in us that tells us what's right. And it's up to us to listen. Yep. It is up to us to listen. We got to listen to those good vibes. And some people call it that little voice, but I like to call it the Holy Spirit. But that's just me because I'm Christian. Why didn't you guys tell me that I needed to wash your face? The video was blurry, cloudy. But you're not doing what again, Fred? No, I didn't try karaoke in Korea. My best memories in Korea was spending time with my students. You must have been around my channel for a bit and heard me talking about South Korea. You have been around, Paul. Did you watch my video where I was talking about that? But my best experience was just making memories with my students. And I loved climbing the mountains in South Korea too. It was beautiful. Yeah, but sometimes, like you said, older adults will prey, Prey, prey on younger people. If they see that you're vulnerable and they see that they can take advantage of you, they will. And in some cases, you could actually get that person arrested for rape. Especially, I don't know if you were a willing participant, but even if you weren't a willing participant and you're under the age of 18 in America, that person could actually go to jail. That's how the laws are here. Yeah. And many teachers, sorry about this noise, but I'm rolling up this plastic bag. Many people have gone to jail, to prison, because they engage in sexual activity with their students or maybe somebody on their sports teams or whatever like that. And then that's a whole nother situation. You ready to eat Mocha? And those of you who have not met Mocha, this is Mocha. Mocha is 10 years old. Say hi. Say hi. Mocha says she's ready for breakfast. See, whenever I meet someone, they have to accept my dog. This is Mocha. Mocha is my baby. So when I do have a question, I say, do you have any children? Yeah, this one. This is my child. And she could be so sweet. But if she doesn't like you, she makes a whole lot of noise. But with me, she's super quiet. You would even never know she's in the room. Yeah, exactly. I know what you're talking about. It's called sex drive. Yeah, I understand, Harry. I fully understand. I know. That's puberty. Yeah. Living with a man without being married can affect a woman getting married if there is a breakup with the man. So sad. Marriage in Africa. Your family history can determine if you can get married. Yeah, I've heard about that in Africa. That's one reason why I don't know if I could live in some countries because of some people are set on following their traditions. But how can you be set on following your traditions when you're with a person of another ethnicity? At some kind of way, you have to find a common ground where you both are happy. But I've seen a lot of people, well, through social media. I mean, it could be biased, but what they portray on social media, I see a lot of people, for example, marry Africans, and then everything is centered around following everything about the African cultures. And I'm always wondering, what about my culture? My culture is not important. Your culture is more important than mine. To me, that relationship is not balanced and it's not healthy. Because somewhere along the way, that person is losing their identity because they're just following everything of their partner's culture. And I don't think that's right. So you have to realize when you're in a intercultural relationship, then you have to come to a place where everyone is satisfied, right? Am I right or wrong? Intercultural, interracial, inter whatever, interabled. You have to come to a place. Yeah, my dog. Don't say that to Harry. That is not nice, Paul. Now I've given you numerous chances. Now you're not being nice when you're saying to ignore someone. That's not nice now. Now I'm not gonna say it again, Paul. You're working on a pow pow. I feel the weird vibes coming from Harry because I'm pretty weird myself. But yeah, he's kind of weird. She's not a baby. She's 10 years old. And stop calling people weird. That's not nice. I'm getting my candle because I have to burn my candle. I love candles. I have these little tea light candles. And I have a wax burner. That's what I'm doing. All right, who's gonna come? I need somebody to help me clean up. I have to I have to clean up my room. It's not that it's junky, but it's crowded. So I'm gonna show it. I have to show it to you guys one day. I have to clean up. And I have to pack things away. My daughter always comes and says, Mommy, why do you have all these things on your dresser? And I feel like I need them all. Sometimes I clean it off because my daughter, she comes in, she makes a big deal out of it. So just so I don't hear her mouth, I clean it up. But I need everything that's up here. Everything that I see, I need it. I need it. But anyway, I do feel cluttered right now, so I need to start working on it. There was a time where I didn't care, but now I do care, so I need to pack it away somewhere. But I've been giving stuff away. I wish you could come and pick some of it up. Oh, that's a very good, mature response, Harry. Thank you for addressing Paul maturely. Paul is about to be put in timeout because Paul is not being nice. That's right. We never know what a person is feeling. That's why I was even very careful to say what I said to Harry. And I love when a person feels comfortable enough in their space, in this space, because this is what my lives are about. I want people to be comfortable in this community to share what they're feeling and not to be judged or given a vibe that's not good because they're sharing their story. And I really, you, Harry, I would like you to come over to my Breaking and Healing channel. That channel would be beneficial, I think, to you, Harry. So I would like you, I'm inviting you to join my Breaking and Healing channel because that's exactly where that channel is going. It's focusing on building a community where people are healing from different things, whether emotionally or mentally, physically, whatever it is. So that's what that channel is about, a space where people can share. It is cold. The window is all misty. The sun is starting to come up. The sun is starting to come up. I think I hear my mommy. Mommy, good morning. I will definitely come. Yeah, you come over to that channel. I don't have a lot of subscribers, and I don't care if I never get a lot of subscribers. I just want people that are there that need to be there, that need to have a space to share. And when I share my journey, and then I hope that what I share is helpful to someone so that they don't make some of the mistakes that I made. That's what it's about. Like they said, my testimony could be someone's I forget the word, but yeah. My testimony can help someone not make the same mistake that I did. The window is sweating. Let me see what the temperature is. Let's see. So I have this on the outside of the window. I can't even see what the temperature is. What temperature is that? 50 degrees? 49. Let me see. Gotta zoom in. My vision is not that good. It looks like it says 49 degrees, right? So it's 49 degrees Fahrenheit and 9 degrees Celsius. That's cold. They said it was supposed to be in the 30s, but I guess it didn't go that low. And you can see that the sun is starting to come up. This is my country. I live in the country. The sun is beginning to come. The sun is, you see that tent? I have a tent in my front yard because I love nature. That's a tent right there. I put it up so I can go out there and sit out there and listen to the birds and stuff. Yeah, listen to the birdies. St. Joe, hey. All right, Paul. Paul has to go to the timeout space. Paul is not being nice. I try to give everyone a benefit of a doubt, but Paul is not being nice. That's very cold. We have now 36 degrees Celsius. Okay, yeah, it is cold. We have a cold front. Good morning, St. Joe. What will you do if you fall in love with a man you love to marry, but he doesn't want to have a dog in the house? Will you break up the engagement or marriage? You know, I've dealt with that numerous times, and I always say my dog has been here. I think we've had this conversation before, Sam. I'm not gonna just suddenly get rid of my dog for a man who may disappear. So the answer would be no. He can go. That's why even on my channel I always introduce my dog so that there's no hidden agenda. My dog has been a part of my life for 10 years. I'm not going to just discard her because of some person that may not last. I would hope that someone who comes in my life will last forever, but my dog has been in my house. I domesticated her. She's been in the house with me ever since she was 8 weeks old. So to answer that question, no, sir. My dog will be with me, so I would need to marry someone who loves dogs in the house. If not, it's okay. If I never marry again, it's okay as well. What are you saying no to? Are you answering that person that said to accept Allah for your own good? But the truth is, my dog will not live forever. She's old and she could die any day. So, but yeah, I'm not going to get rid of my dog just like I wouldn't get rid of my child. You asked me about someone who has adult children and whatever you were asking in the other question, it's like the same thing. These, my child was with me before I met whoever, and then my dog. No, see, you have to put things in proper perspective. Sam, my dog is with me now. Okay, I'm single. My dog is with me now. The man will come after. So if I meet someone right now, for example, and they come to my life, my life includes my dog. I understand a child is different from a dog. That is true. And I can tell by your line of questioning that you don't like dogs in your home, and that's perfectly okay. But I have had my dog, and my dog is my family. I'm not going to suddenly get rid of my dog for some man. No, no. Just like I wouldn't get rid of my child for a man. And I've seen some people actually do that. They will actually send their child to wherever so that they can make that person happy because that person doesn't want children in their life. Yeah, but there's no way. Net, net clouts. But so you have to put things in proper perspective. If I meet a person, that person is not my husband at that time. That person is just someone who is interested in me. So if the person is interested in me, they would need to be interested in me and my dog because my dog is in my life. Yeah, that's how I see it. But it's okay. I've met people who love my dog. I know people who love my dog now. So I'm not really worried about that. If I am to marry again, if I am to find love again, then the right person will. If the right person comes here, yeah, sure I will marry again. Sure I will. I'll marry someone with a dog, so we will have two dog babies. And Mocha's ready for breakfast. Well, thank you, Net Clout. Net Clouts. We will have two dog babies. Mocha says she's ready to eat. That's why she's making noise now. She was so quiet, but she said, when it's breakfast time, it is breakfast time. I mean, she's like, I am ready to eat. She wants me to give her food, but she eats food. I love dogs, but won't have time to be walking a dog because I am a busy guy and travels on vacation a lot. Well, I'm not asking my husband to take care of my dog. If my husband is busy working, I can take care of my own dog. I've always taken care of her. I've always taken care of my dog, so that's not an issue. And I know some people will say, that's my wife's dog. That's my husband's dog. I've heard those kind of conversations too. It's like you can tell that they just tolerate the dog because of their spouse. And that can be kind of good and that can kind of be bad. But I'm not asking anybody to take care of my dog, but I wouldn't expect you to treat my dog poorly either. I wouldn't expect you to try to mistreat my dog. Of course, she can understand English. She just wants to eat. What's your take about gold digger girls? Gold digger girls need to be ignored. Don't have gold. You should never have a person in your life that just wants you for what you can give them. And I'm glad I'm not one of those women. I've never been one of those women, thank God. But I do know some people that are like that. They're always seeking to take money or take things from a man. They always want the men to buy them big things, even though they see that that person's income, maybe they can't even afford it, but they're putting these high demands. Oh, I need you to buy me this big necklace. I need you to buy me those designer clothes and those designer shoes. And if you don't buy them, then I just won't be happy. No, I've never been that way. No, I'm a quality time girl. Not that I don't like gifts, but gifts are overrated. Those things perish, they're perishable. Yeah, but I don't, I don't think it's good. It actually makes my stomach turn when I see women that do that to men. But some men allow women to do it, so it goes both ways. Exactly. People do that here. They marry people for their money. I know a person now who has a lot of material things and people gravitate towards them because they have a lot of material things. I've walked away from a lot of people and their material things because my sanity and my happiness outweighs any material things. I don't care how big your house is, I don't care what kind of car you're driving. If you're not treating me in a way that is loving and respectful, I can walk away from whatever. And I've walked away from people as you would consider that they were well to do or well off. But that's not what's attracting me because at the end of the day, I need to know that that person loves me for me. Mocha says she's still hungry. She said, "You didn't give me enough food." I don't want to go in the kitchen yet because I'm supposed to be laying back down. I know a guy who has a pig as a pet. Super nice guy, loving and caring guy. If you end up with such a guy, will you marry him? All right. I'm going to say this, Sam. You always have some very thought provoking questions. Just as I introduce myself and my dog generally, it depends. Sometimes I don't. It depends on where I am when I meet a person. But generally, it is known because, like in my car, there's a crate, there's a kennel, whatever you want to call it. So you see that there's an animal somewhere around. You may not see the animal, but the kennel is always in my car so that when we're ready to travel, I just put her in. So if you see that, then you know automatically that, yeah, there's some kind of animal that's in there. But if a person has an animal and if I have taken attraction to them, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? If the vibes are there. Just because a person has a pig and I meet them doesn't mean I'll marry them. So the vibes have to be there, the love has to be there, the connection has to be there, the attraction has to be there. I'm not going to just dismiss them because they have a pig. I have to look at the big picture. Are we vibing? I like to use that word. Are we vibing? If we're vibing, then we can work out the whole animal thing. But I actually want to get some goats. But the goats definitely will be outside. I'm not going to be one of those people that have goats in the house. No, but I do want to have some goats and I plan to get some chickens. But that's another project that I want to do. A pig as a pet. I saw somebody with one and that pig was big. Those pigs get humongous, like the big ones that are like 500, 600 pounds or whatever, the big, big, big ones. Mocha's hungry this morning. She says she wants to eat. What will you do if your child engaged in sex before marriage? Once again, that's her choice. And I believe that we all have, but once it's done, it's done. But what I can encourage is for her to make choices that are making her happy. Once again, I'm not one to try to point fingers or make someone feel bad about anything. You know, I'll just leave that one right there. Yep, because like right now, my daughter is not a child, she's a woman. So, with that being said, she's a woman who makes her own decisions. So, I'm definitely not following her around and telling her, oh, you can't, you shouldn't, you better not, blah, blah, blah. The decisions that she makes will be ones that she has to live with, not me. But I try to encourage her to make healthy choices. That's what I do. That's what I can do. I've always given my daughter freedom when it came to what she believed in. I've never tried to make her believe what I wanted her to believe because as we grow, we're going to grow into who we will become. And so I always gave my daughter that freedom. You paused a bit answering the questions, and with the goat, you want the goat outside the house. No, I paused because I just had to think. But to me, in the way that I've been raised, goats are raised on the outside. And I know that dogs are, my dog is little. And if you saw my dog, there's no way I can imagine my little dog running around out here in the country alone. Because, like, when I went to the vet, they told me to be careful because there are many animals that will pick her up because she's small. I can imagine an animal picking my dog up and eating her. And once again, as I did say, I domesticated her. She's never lived outside. So for me to have my dog inside for 10 years and suddenly meet a man who says my dog needs to be outside, that would be cruel. My dog doesn't know what it is to live outside. I'm sure instinctively she knows that she would survive or whatever, but realistically, I've had her inside all of her life. So since I had her inside all of her life, then she will remain inside. And I should pause if I have to think about something. I pause because I wanted to think about what was going to be coming out of my mouth. And I paused because I really do want to get goats. And I thought about getting them before the winter, but at the same time, I need to build a shelter for them before I get them. Yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah. Sam, you're always coming with these thought provoking questions. I thank you for making me think. Mocha, no, you can eat dog food. See, she's so spoiled for one. But I always cook for her because when you see those expensive dog foods, you might as well cook for your dog yourself or cook for your animal because the same stuff that you're paying for them and that packaged thing, they have the refrigerated foods for dogs and pets now. It's a whole lot cheaper to just cook that same food yourself, and then it has less preservatives and chemicals in it. So she has like chicken and pumpkin, and I give her like a healthy diet like that. She doesn't really eat much dog food, so that's why she has dog food available to her, but she doesn't want that dog food. She wants to eat food out of the refrigerator. And she's telling me that. She's talking. I see guys with lizards and snakes in the house. What will you do in such circumstances? Well, that's a different story because I'm scared of those things for whatever reason. I'm scared of lizards and snakes. But when you get to know an animal, because just like people that have met me, my dog met some people that I've met in friendly little dating situations. Some people she forever barked at. And I always feel like my dog is barking at people because they don't have good vibes. I'm answering your question, but just because I don't like lizards, when I get to know that person, then I'll begin to get to know their animal. Now, I don't think I'll ever play with a snake. I don't know. I don't think so. But just because a snake is in the house, most people keep their snakes in a aquarium of some sort. There are some people that have their snakes that are moving all around, but most people that I've seen, the snakes or the turtles or whatever it is, they're in a type of aquarium, so they're not all over the place. That I can handle. That's just something, I don't know. Just how you would get to know anybody in the family, the animal would be a part of the family. But I wouldn't really dismiss a person because of their pet. I wouldn't. And I'm sure we could work out whatever it is that needs to be worked out. Once again, that goes back to what I was saying, being able to compromise because it's not about me, it's about us. And if I'm just dating a person, but like for example, like I said earlier, right now my goal in life at my age now is to date with a purpose, to date someone that I would see as a potential husband, not just a boyfriend. I'm too old to keep having boyfriends. And Wilson keeps saying to marry me, marry me. Wilson, you're funny. I forget to tell you thank you for your response, and I hope you know what kind of person I am. God bless. Signing off. You're welcome, Fred, but don't give up on love. Don't give up on love, Fred. Why are you up so early? Jay Measy, you dig? How do you know I'm up early? And why are you just dropping in? Did you even say good morning to the Oli? I'm up early because I go to bed early. If you go to bed early, you get up early. I went to bed like about 3:30 yesterday because I was out of town to answer your question. Jay Measy, you dig? I was out of town for 2 days celebrating Thanksgiving in my own way. Marley's creation. Some people just want recognition. I can validate you. And that's another thing in relationships. If a person is not validated, they don't feel like they belong, and then there's a whole lot of things that happen. Good morning, Jay Measy, you dig? It is 6:52 a.m. and I'm up early because I'm always up early and I'm getting ready to go to church. I go to church on Saturday. Yeah, so that's why I'm up. And I was polishing my nails because I wanted my nails to dry. So I had to get up so they could dry before I get in the shower. Because once I take a shower, I'm usually ready to go. So that's why I'm up early. And I got up to sing and worship with my YouTube community. And I got up because I just was ready to get up. I had been sleeping enough. I've been off work since Tuesday. And I was feeling tired. Mocha says she wants the rest of her breakfast. See, all this time she's been quiet. But when Mocha gets hungry, Mocha says it's time to eat. Go tell grandma to feed you. Go tell grandma to feed you. Now, one thing, I used to let Mocha be in my bed, and I know some people that's a big no. And so I thought about that, Sam, and then I had to stop putting her in my bed because if I did get married, I know my husband wouldn't want her in the bed. But even though some people have allowed her to be in the bed with us, but realistically, I know that wouldn't be cool. So I don't train her to be in my bed now. So I train her to be out of my bed. But for the longest time, she used to sleep with me because that's just what I wanted. It didn't bother me. But yeah, I know people say, why would you have a dog in your bed? Because you know they have whatever, they could have whatever in their fur, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I know all of that. But yeah, the fact is she used to be in my bed, but nowadays she's not. It's always amazing the things that people tell you in the comments as if you don't know. And yesterday she wouldn't let me trim her nails. I'm going to see if she lets me trim her nails this morning. The sun is coming up. Now look how fast that happened. Look at this. The sun comes up so quickly. That's how in life things change so quickly. Look at that. Wait. See, it was just dark out there. Now look, just that fast. The sun is saying hello. That's my country. I live in the country. Country USA. I have a little trauma with animals because some guy lost his daughter to a pet cougar that got off the cage and is I understand that. But my dog is really sweet though. Once she gets to know you, if she really likes you, she's really sweet. But if you know the Chihuahua mixed breed, they can be very feisty, but they're only feisty when they don't. There's always something about a person. For example, when we were at the hotel, there were some people that walked by. She never said, she was quiet. There were only certain people that walked by where she barked. And I always ask myself, why is she barking at those people and not the other people? It's got to be something. And I think she's also kept me from certain people when it came to dating. Because some people, she would just continuously bark at them. And I'd be like, it's got to be something about this person that she's just not happy with. There's a few people in our world that she is buddy buddy with. Yeah. She loves them to pieces. But anyway, I can understand that. Trauma is real. And that's another reason why you need to come to my Breaking and Healing channel so we can talk about some of that trauma that we experience. All of that is welcome on the Breaking and Healing channel. Where are you from, Jay Measy? Jay Measy, you dig. And do you have content on your channel? Marley's creation. What are you creating, Marley? Hey, Missy, who is that? Lamaya. I'm so sorry. Lamaya. That's a cool name, Lamaya. Hey, Missy. And why are you up so early? How are you going to come in and ask me how I'm up so early? Anyway, this thing just reconnected and now it's saying 19 minutes, but it was just saying 2 hours and something. Now it's all of a sudden saying 19 minutes because it was this is my dog's nail trimmer. She sometimes lets me trim all of her nails with no problem, and then the next minute she won't let me do it. Dogs are like that. People are like that. Sometimes you just don't want to do something at that time, so you have to give them grace too. She's barking at the birds. And I have a bird feeder, which I need to go out there and give the birds food because when it's cold, birds need to eat. Yes, I know that God gives them food, but I like to help. I like to see the birds come and land and feed. It's relaxing to watch the birds. Good morning, Rose, self made. You came back. Welcome. Nice of you to pop in. Appreciate it. God is good. I'm I'm getting ready to go to church today. Are you going to church today, or do you go to church tomorrow? Do you not go to church at all? Whatever you do, I just hope that you have positive vibes in your life. That's what I like to say on my channel, because we have different people that believe so many different things. Whatever it is in your life, I hope that you have positivity, positive vibes. But for me, I am going to the worship place to worship with the other people. It's youth day, so we're supporting the youth today. The youth are leading out. You ate enough, and you can eat some dog food. You need to eat some dog food. I paid money for that dog food. I don't want dog food. I want chicken and rice and pumpkin, and I want some food out of the refrigerator. I told you to go tell grandma. Go tell grandma that you want to eat. She'll give you some food because she's always feeling sorry for you. All right, let's see if grandma's gonna feed you. Ma, you finished eating? Uh-huh. Did you get Mocha her food? Oh, you want to go outside? Oh, Mocha says she doesn't want to eat. She says she's got to go to the bathroom. Hold on. So you got to learn how to speak dog language. Mocha says, I'm going to the door. I need to go outside because I got to go poo. I got to go poo, Mama. Okay. Sometimes I get the language mixed up. But she said, I'm not going to the kitchen. I'm going to the back door because I got it. Okay, I got it. Sorry, I didn't get the message the first time. Now she's getting a little feisty because she says, I got to go poo, Mama. See, she's well trained. She doesn't try to poo in the house. She's a big girl. See, I'm a big girl. See, I got to go poo, Mama. All right. And that's another thing. Communication is always key. I once saw my brother-in-law's brother pay a fine of $8,000 plus medical bills to a guy bitten by his dog. Yep, all of that happens. But yeah, that's why I always keep her in a cage, because I know my dog's temperament. And so whenever family comes around, because they don't come around often, and then I have to keep her locked up because I know my dog will bite. So common sense tells me I don't want to be in trouble. I don't want to have any problems. So then I'm going to keep her locked up. Like at the hotel when I was gone out of the room. And it was kind of funny because the guy, I guess the housekeeping person, whether male or female, I'm not sure. But anyway, I had her in her crate because anytime I leave her in the room, I put her in a crate. And someone made a comment about not putting her in a kennel, but they don't know the whole story. When I'm not in the room, I put her in the kennel for her safety and for the safety of anyone who may come into the room while I'm not in the room. But yeah, I don't actually kennel her because once I'm back in the room, I let her out. But that's a whole nother story. It's always amazing what people say in the comment section. Like it's animal abuse. Like you don't see the full picture. She was only in there while I was out for breakfast or out by the pool or whatever. Whew. It is cold out here. It's a beautiful morning. But it is whippy, 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 whippy. Whew. Mocha, we're not going to walk around out here forever. I don't know what you came out here to do, Mama, but I am cold. But yeah, dogs can cause big, big bills. Where are you going? You brought me out here. You brought me to the back door. Now don't try to play. Now she wants to run back in because it's cold out here. I guess she said she went to the bathroom and she's done. See, I didn't come out here to stay. Whew. Now she wants to run around. One thing about Mocha, she makes me exercise even when I don't want to. She makes me exercise. What are you looking for? She's trying to smell the animals that cross the yard at night. Because we have like possums and rabbits and deer and whatever else that crosses around here. So she comes out in the morning trying to chase their trails. What do you think of a couple who decide to marry in their 70s and 80s? I say go for it. This lady that I knew, she was my church mom. She got married in her 90s. She died when she was 105. She outlived every husband she had. Every husband she had, she outlived them. But yeah, when you find love, you go for it. That's what I feel. I think she was like 95 when she got married. And her husband was like maybe 97 or something, but then she outlived him. I think they only were together for like, I don't know, maybe 2 years if that long, but they enjoyed each other while they had each other. I think people should live life. Yeah. If I find love and I'm 89, go for it. Marry me. Why not? Why not? We never know when we'll find that person. It may take longer than you think. It may not take long. Maybe next week. Who knows? All I know is it's cold out here. That much I do. And I could use a warm hug to warm up myself. We didn't come out the front door. Come on. We came out the back door. Come on. Back door. The birds are talking. The birds are talking. It is, at least there's no ice on the car, so it didn't freeze because it was only 39 degrees when I looked at my little thing. But it's going to be like in the low 60s today. Why pay a fine? Should have paid only the medical bills, brother. Because some people press charges. That's why you pay a fine. I don't know where you're from, but people will press charges. Some people. And some people try to have your dog put down too. So there are a lot of things that can happen. Nick T. I was saying to give Mocha some food, if you don't mind. Hmm? No, I didn't forget. You want me to do it now? I didn't forget. I did. Well, actually, I did forget. I'm supposed to be cooking something and I forgot about it. I didn't think about it. But anyway, I'll do it in a minute. Elizabeth Taylor's cousin. Who's Elizabeth Taylor's cousin? Oh, you mean because she got, oh, because Elizabeth Taylor kept getting married. I just had to think about that one. Whew, it is cold out there. Whew. But this bonnet helps to keep the head warm, believe it or not. It's like a nice hat. Nick T, savor indoors. There's too many hunters out there. Stay indoors. You got that right. That's why I keep my dog on a leash in the country. And we have some new neighbors, and they seem a little bit different. They've got a hunting. What do you call that thing? That they build that thing up so they can sit in there overnight. The hunting. What do you call it? You know what I'm talking about? The hunter's lookout little house. Looks like a tree house, and they've kind of set up a perimeter that says, "Don't come across this land, or we're gonna shoot you." Those type of net. It's in the refrigerator because it has some chicken on it a little bit that she had before we left. I just put it in the refrigerator because I didn't want to throw it away. Back here in the country, you have a lot of people that I don't want to answer all those questions on here, Sam. Now those get a little bit personal. You can always email me. My email address is in my channel description. I'll be happy to answer you. The lady must be Madam. I do. And I don't even think it matters how long I was married because I know that I was not married for the right reason. So that's why it didn't last. I'll just say that. I'm not married for the right reasons. It's definitely not going to last long. Not going to last long when you're married for the wrong reasons and you're not really in love with the person. Like people get caught up on those words, love, I love you, or in love with you, whatever. But it was all for the wrong reasons. So it definitely was not going on the right track. Yep. And life happened. How can it not happen when you marry someone for the wrong reasons? 22 votes on the Breaking and Healing channel. I hope that 22 of you have subscribed. That would be great. Look, you gonna let me cut your nails? Probably not. Yeah, I mean, there's some things I don't have a problem with answering, but when it gets very intimate or detailed in those things, of course, I don't publicly answer, but I don't have a problem answering it. I don't have a problem answering it, but at the same time, it's kind of like, what is it going to profit? Why do you even really need to know? You already made a point that I have a dog and you don't want people to have a dog in the house. So that I already ruled that out. So there's no need to know any details about me. Ah, rabies. My dog doesn't have rabies. She's up to date on her shots, but I understand you don't want to just reach out to a dog, especially if you don't know that dog. That dog will possibly bite you. All right, I have been on here like 3 hours now, even though my counter started over when the reception reconnected. So I'm gonna thank you guys for vibing with me and keeping me company. Now my nails should surely be dry. They're nice and shiny and ready. So when I reach my hand out to shake your hand, good day. How are you doing? Then my nails are looking beautiful. Yeah. Can you ever live without a dog? Of course, Sam. If this dog dies, I will not get another dog. I've already decided that because it's emotionally draining. And it's like having a child. It really is. She makes bills. I have to take her to the vet. She's about to do her dental appointment. It costs money, but I do make money. I'm a single person. I make money. I take care of her just like I would take care of my child. So she didn't ask to be domesticated. But of course, I can live without the dog. Come on. Whew. I've thought many things through the years because, yeah, but that's a whole nother story. But she didn't ask to come into my life. I brought her into my life. It wasn't like, she wondered. I went to get her. She didn't come to get me. I went to go and get her. So I wouldn't want somebody to throw me aside. Have a blessed day, night, everyone. Okay, Johnson. We meet again. We do. Brewing. Ganting. Hey, I think I remember you. Where are you from? I'm from Florida, but your name is not ring dinging a bell. But if we meet again, I believe you. You have 13 subscribers on your channel. Oh, you're the Indonesian. Okay, thank you for the features on the channel. You are Indonesian. I was about to say Indonesia, but I didn't want to be wrong. So I had to go back and look at some specifics. Why do you only have 13 subscribers? Are you not trying to grow your channel? Or are you just doing it casually for fun? Or are you trying to be a content creator? A monetized. I'm trying to be a monetized content creator. But it only works if you have people that truly vibe with you and people who want to watch your content. So that's what I'm trying to work on. Losing a dog can be depressing, and your husband will have to deal with the issues and effects. Okay. But there are many other things that can happen in life that, as a couple, you have to deal with the changes with whatever comes. It's not about just a dog. It could be a loss of a job. It could be a loss of a parent. It could be the loss of a child. It could be um, someone mistreating your spouse, whatever. It's not just about a dog. So if you're going to just be about the dog, there's so many other things that are important that happen in life that you have to work through with your partner. Your partner is your partner. And whatever happens, whatever issues happen, from deciding what to cook to deciding what you'll do with your will, with your possessions, you work it out together. So if you're just hung up on the issue that a person has a dog, life is way more than having a pet. I'm just saying. Losing a job can be depressing. Losing your child could be depressing. Losing your church family, having to move to a new city can be depressing. So many things can be depressing. Come on. And your husband will have to deal with the issues and effects. When a person loves you, they'll be happy to walk with you through life. Walking with a person through life that you love should not sound like something like you're saying you have to deal with the issues. Love gives you a different mindset. At least that's what I believe. Yes, ma'am. She's in here. Okay, thank you. Look at her. Here. Look. I don't know what she wants. She doesn't know what she wants either. But yeah, I don't know. But I know from what I've talked to several, I've met a lot of African men online. Some I've talked to for over years, actually, to be honest. But I always come back to the fact that we're just not compatible. And some people you're just not compatible with. And I know that most African men that I've met, they have some very strong views, and they don't seem to have a mindset to want to be in a partnership with a woman. Not dismissing the fact that a man should be the head of the home, because I do believe that. But at the same time, a man should never be like a dictator or one that is trying to be dismissing my thoughts or my beliefs. And so if I feel that with any person, whether man or woman, boy or girl, then that relationship is not going to go too far. I don't know about the sharing the love part because my dog is my dog. The person that I'm in love with is the person that I'm in love with. My dog is just a part of the family, a part of the equation, however you want to look at it. If I'm loving that person, I'm loving that person. I don't worship my dog. But anyway, thank you for the comments. Thank you for the insight. Because I always gain insight by watching and reading your comments and just knowing different perspectives, being open to different perspectives. Yeah, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. But now I'm going to end this live so that this video can upload, and I'm sure my battery is almost going down. And some people have been messaging me, so I got to get back to the real world. But thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. And comment below any video if you would like me to follow and subscribe on your channel. I'll be happy to do so. But you just need to comment below one of my videos so that I can find your content, and I'll be happy to subscribe. And I hope that you subscribe to this community, especially if you've been vibing with me all this time. Why not subscribe? It's free. Love is free. Anyway, until next time, take care and bye for now. Remember that you are special. Let me come to the light. Remember that you are special. The reason why African men act such way is because they feel they must be the sole provider for the woman and the family. That is true. But the realistic view is most of the people that I have met that are actually in Africa, they are not in a position to be a sole provider. But then they're trying to have such an arrogance about themselves, but that's a whole nother story. You have to be in that position to be a sole provider. But even if you are the sole provider, does not mean that you should be a dictator. It does not mean that you should be treating that person as if they don't have an opinion or that their thoughts don't matter. And I've experienced that when talking to, and it's not just Africans too. Spoken to people from various countries, and some men have that dictatorship. Not every man, and not every man in every race or culture or ethnicity or whatever the word is right now. I'm not sure. Some, I should say a few. I'll even say a few. It's not everyone, it's just some. Few. Several. It's not everyone. Just like every woman is not a gold digger. Every woman is not out to hurt you. Every woman is not out to cheat on you. Every man is not out to cheat on you. It's not everyone, it's several, it's some. It's not everyone. So we begin to live our lives realizing that it's just some people that make it hard for cultural difference. I don't know about that. I still say that when you are interculturally dating, then you should realize that you are interculturally dating, and we have to give and take. You can't just have it all your way, neither can I have it all my way. We have to come to a place where we can agree and live happily together. But if you're trying to say that we have to all be like the Kenyans in the home, or the Ghanaians, or the was it Botswanans or the South Africans, we have to live like we're in South Africa. We have to live like we're in um, Tanzania. Then that's not fair to the person that's American. It's not fair. So yeah, we can have a little of Tanzania, a little Kenya, a little Ghana, a little Nigeria, a little, I can't remember a bunch of the countries right now, Australia, wherever they're from. You have to give and take. How can you try to say that everything is going to be like your country? We can't always eat the food from your country. I like foods from all countries, for example. So when we think about many things in a relationship, many things that happen, the decorations in the home, I mean, everything you start to think about. Everything can't look like your country. What about my country? What about my influence? What about my preferences? When it becomes a we, when it becomes a unit, when we become one, then we have to find that happy medium. This conversation could go on and on and on and on and on. Thank you for vibing. Thank you for joining. And if you're just coming on, welcome to the live. I'm Vita, the one who talks a lot and shares a lot of good news and wisdom. And I hope that someone has learned something on this live that will benefit them. And if so, share it. It's a long live, but I think I've said a lot of things that are helpful to a lot of people. And if you have not subscribed to the channel below, then I invite you to subscribe to my second channel. I actually have 4 channels, but these 2 are the main ones that I'd like to focus on, breaking and healing, because so many people are broken and so many people are in need of healing. Exactly. And I've met several men, especially these online guys, who have no problem asking for money. And once I have a man asking me for money, I know they're not for me, because I'm definitely not one that's about to nurture and support any man financially. No. I can see if a man falls on hard time or things happen, illness comes, sickness comes, or whatever, that's different. But you cannot meet me, and as soon as you meet me, you're asking me to send you money. And then every day you're asking me to send you money as if I'm sitting on a gold mine. Yeah, that's an immediate dismissal, but I've experienced that many times on social media. And of course, at that point, you realize that that person is just out to be a gold digger, as you would say. And ain't nobody got time for that. But anyway, that's life on social media. Some people can be really real. I've met a lot of nice people, and then I've met some people that are not nice on social media. So it goes both ways. But it goes both ways. There's some women who don't mind just living off of a man, and they never try to do anything productive as well. This is where the African man is coming from. I think in a relationship, men and women should take care of each other. When it comes down to it, you are taking care of each other. Even if the man is the breadwinner or he's the sole provider, that's fine. But that woman still has a role where she's taking care of him and he's taking care of her. It's like you go hand in hand. If she's just sitting back and just expect to receive, 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 then that's not fair to him. There are things that he needs, there are things that he desires, and then in that relationship, they're providing for each other, right? Right, right. Are you burning something, Mom? Smells like something's burning. Yeah, like burned toast or something. You sure you're not burning it? You know, my nose is not that sensitive, but I smell like something's burning. I don't know. I smell something burning. Anyway, Sam, like I said, my email is in my channel description. If you want to reach out to me, you're welcome. And I'm happy for block features there too. So if anyone comes at me with anything disrespectful, then I can always block their email. But I hate to have to do that. Let's just all be respectful and caring and loving to those around us, right? And until next time, thank you for vibing. Have a great day. Have a great night. Have a great afternoon, depending on when you're watching this video. And if you've been with me from the beginning of this live to now, surely you should subscribe. Surely. Anyway, we might hook up. Well, like I said, you can always reach out to me in my email. My email is in my channel description. Just go there. It's at the very bottom. The email that you see that is linked to the information there is my personal email. So feel free to reach out if you choose to. Yeah, might is a good word. And I'm not really looking to hook up, because that gives me the wrong vibe, that expression. But anyway, take care of yourself and get to know each other. Okay, no problem. Take care. I'm out of here. Never forget that you're special. Always remember that you're special, no matter